Life can be hard sometimes. There are mornings when you don't want to get out of bed. There are days when you ask yourself, what am I even living for? But here's something not many people tell you. Happiness doesn't just show up. It's something you have to call upon every single day. You have to remind yourself to step out of the darkness. You have to tell yourself, today, no matter what happens, I choose to live with as much lightness as I can. No one else can do that for you. Not your lover, not your best friend, not your teachers. Only you, the only one who can reawaken that peace within. And then you realize, happiness doesn't come from everything going right. It comes from choosing to be gentle, even when life isn't perfect. You don't need a grand reason. You don't have to wait for the weekend. You don't need anyone's approval. All you need is a quiet reminder. I will push myself toward the light, even if today the sky is full of clouds. Have you ever thought, if only I had more money, a better job, a more understanding partner, then everything would be okay? Many people live with that belief, that happiness is a reward, something you get after life becomes perfect. But the truth is the opposite. Happiness doesn't wait for you to finish the list. It comes the moment you let go of the list. There is no such thing as a perfect day. There will always be a little missing, a little worry, a little mess. Yet even in the midst of all that, you can still choose, I don't need everything to be right to feel right. True adulthood isn't about mastering life. It's about living deeply with yourself. Even when life doesn't go your way, happiness isn't at the destination. It's in how you get there. Step by step, breath by breath, morning by morning when you choose softness over anger. You don't need more to start living with joy. You just need to stop waiting for something and allow yourself to begin. Napoleon Hill called it positive mental attitude, PMA. This isn't about trying to be optimistic. It's not the fake, I'm fine, everything's fine, while you're actually falling apart inside. PMA is a deeper choice. I choose to hold a light energy, even when the world around me feels dark. Positive attitude doesn't come from good days. It's forged in the hard ones. And the beautiful thing is, you can train it. Each morning, you can choose to focus on one thing you're grateful for. When something doesn't go your way, you can pause for just 3 seconds and ask, do I want to react the old way, or is there a new way I can choose? PMA won't turn your life into a fairy tale, but it will help you stay grounded so you're not swept away by the storms outside. There's a quiet, unshakable power in someone who keeps choosing to see the light even when walking through the darkest part of the road. And that someone is you. If you choose to make PMA your way of life, you can't be positive if you don't practice. The mind, just like a muscle, will weaken if you don't train it consistently. Every day you face hundreds of small choices. Will you open your phone first or open your heart? Will you get swept up in the news or return to your breath? Will you react automatically or pause for 1 second to respond with awareness? These tiny moments shape the quality of your life. And if you truly want to be happy, you need to train your awareness as part of your lifestyle. Here are 3 simple practices you can start today. Addy 1. Morning writing. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for, and 1 feeling you'd like to embody for the day. For example, peace, confidence, lightness. 2. Sit in stillness, 5 minutes. No goal. No need to meditate the right way. Just you sitting with yourself. Feel your breath. Observe your thoughts like an old friend. Do 3. Midday energy reset. Whenever you feel tense, heavy, or disconnected, pause for 1 minute. Breathe deeply. Place your hand over your heart and say, I choose to come back to myself. You don't need to do it perfectly. Just repeat day by day, even in small ways. Happiness doesn't come from a retreat. It comes from small rituals repeated with love and presence Life isn't always gentle. There are days when you feel like you're about to break. No inspiration, no motivation, just a long silence that feels like it may never end. And in those moments, you'll come to realize a powerful truth. No one can heal you except you. Healing doesn't mean the pain is gone. Healing means you stop running from the pain. It means you dare to sit with it, listen to it, and say to yourself, I see you're tired. It's okay, I'm here with you. Try this on your hardest days. Turn off all the noise. Sit down even just for a few minutes. Place your hand on your chest. Breathe slowly and deeply. And whisper like you would to a child within. I don't have to be okay right now. I just need to be here with myself. You don't have to get over everything. Sometimes you just need to stay and hold yourself through it. Happiness isn't about always smiling. It's about being able to stand tall, even while the tears are still falling. Did you know? Often, it's not your circumstances that make you feel down, but the quiet beliefs inside you, whispering something else, those little thoughts so faint, you barely notice them, because they've become so familiar. I don't deserve to be happy. I have to achieve something big before I can feel joy. Life is always unfair to me. Others have the resources. I don't. These beliefs aren't the truth. They're just echoes of things you once heard and accidentally believed. The hard truth, they're running on autopilot in you every day. The good news? You can become aware of them and change them. Try asking yourself this at the end of each day. What did I believe today that made me feel small? Is that really true or just an old thought pattern? Then, you can choose to replace it with a new affirmation. I don't need to be perfect to feel joy. Happiness is my birthright. I deserve lightness in my life. Each time you release an old belief, you peel back a layer of fog that's been covering your inner light. Happiness was never gone. It's just been hidden beneath the beliefs you never questioned. You don't need more to feel happy. You just need to recognize what's already here. Have you ever paused to give thanks for a deep breath in the midday heat? A gentle glance from someone you love? A cool glass of water on a tiring day? The scent of coffee drifting through a quiet morning? All those little things are doorways to a true sense of abundance, if you're willing to slow down and step through. We often think of gratitude as a big, overwhelming emotion. But really, gratitude is a way of living. It's choosing to notice the light in the things you once overlooked. And each time you say thank you, something shifts inside you. It softens. It opens. It becomes lighter. And then something magical happens. When you give thanks for the small things, life begins to send you bigger ones. Happiness isn't waiting at the end of the path. It's in every step you take with gratitude in your heart. You don't need to change your whole life. You just need to do one small thing and repeat it every day. The secret of the mind doesn't lie in explosive effort. It lies in consistency. You can read an inspiring book. You can listen to a powerful motivational video. But if you don't retrain your thoughts and emotions daily, your mind will slip back into old mode. Happiness doesn't come from something grand. It comes from your steady commitment to something simple. For example, writing 3 lines of gratitude each morning, pausing for one deep breath at midday, placing your hand on your heart each night and saying, thank you for today. It may sound small, but over time you're reprogramming your inner operating system. Your brain doesn't care what's true. It just repeats what's familiar. So, the more you repeat the positive, the more you become it. You don't need to feel great to begin. You just need to begin and repeat, even just a little every day. I want to tell you a story about someone. Her name is Mai, 38 years old, a single mother, living in a small rented room on the outskirts of the city. No wealth, no high-level degrees, no stable job. But if you ever met her, the first thing you'd feel is a deep sense of peace from within. Every morning, she wakes up before the sun rises, brews a cup of tea, sits in stillness for 10 minutes, jots down a few lines in her notebook. She says, "Each day is a gift. Good or bad, it's still a gift. So I don't want to miss it." When her child is sick, when work doesn't go well, she doesn't complain. She simply takes a deep breath and does something small to reset her energy. Not because she's stronger than others, but because she's trained herself to live with lightness from the inside out. You know, happiness has no standard. It doesn't require a beautiful house, a fancy car, status, or a picture-perfect Instagram feed. Happiness is being able to sit quietly with yourself wherever you are. My story isn't extraordinary. It's actually very ordinary. But few have the patience to live like that. And maybe you're already on that path too. You just need to take one more small step. In a world full of noise, success is often defined by a fixed mold. Make a lot of money. Be recognized. Stay busy. Do something big. But did you know? You have the right to choose a niche way of living. One that truly fits your essence. Some people find happiness by traveling the world. Some find it tending to their garden each morning. Some write music. Some cook. Some simply live slowly and deeply one day at a time. And all of those are valid if they make you feel connected to yourself. You don't need to be like anyone else. You don't need to be better than others. You only need to ask, when do I truly feel alive, feel joy? What am I doing in those moments? The world out there will keep selling you grand ambitions, but inside, your heart might simply be whispering, "Give me a gentle life, unrushed, enough to live and enough to love." Choosing your own happiness niche is not escaping life. It's how you walk it more steadily, more truthfully, on your own path. You don't need to wait for anything to start being happy. Not more money, not someone's approval, not for everything to be settled before you allow yourself to feel better, because you already have the most precious thing, the power to choose, the power to decide your inner state every single day. Happiness isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a skill, a practiced state of being, a return to yourself no matter what's happening out there in the world. And if you truly want to, you can live lightly without waiting for anything to change. You can begin right in this very moment. Just breathe. Just be present. Just remind yourself, I don't need to chase anything, because happiness always begins here.